Morning, Rosie. Gary Peacock, Midland Hotel in Bradford. Yeah, this is Midland Hotel in Bradford. Was one of 7 of the Midland Railway Company's hotels, built in 1885, and of course it's a landmark building in Bradford now, and I guess always has been. And my company, Peel Hotels, have owned the hotel since 1998. We've put a lot of investment into the building to bring it back as the premier hotel within Bradford city centre. And our aim long term is to make this hotel the premier showcase for the city of Bradford in terms of the hospitality industry. Monday to Friday we support the business community, from accommodation through to business meetings, breakfast meetings, but we also support the local communities of Bradford, from wedding receptions to private parties. And of course we've got a growing tourism business with the Dales just on our doorstep, and Haworth and the Brontes, and of course the National Media Museum, and now the wonderful City Park in the city centre. We've also recently made an application, a successful application, I'm happy to say, to the City Centre Growth Fund through Bradford Council, who have been very supportive in our application. Well, the great thing about the City Centre Growth Zone funding is that we can claim back 100% of our business rates for 3 years, which goes then towards employing people on a full-time basis, new people, and the aim of those people is to bring skills into the business that we don't have at the minute that are key to growing the business in the future. So our emphasis is really upon sales and marketing, and we've got a couple of people on board already. And as I say, before May, we're hopeful of getting 5 key members of staff, 2 of which are young apprentices as well, one in the kitchen and one in reception. So we're really pleased about that. We've always had faith that the Westfield development will happen, and we're pleased to know that this year that's going to happen and it's going to progress. So within a couple of years we'll have a brand new shopping centre on our doorstep. That will support the hotel no end in terms of our daily business. A lot of people coming in for afternoon tea and lunch, etc., etc. So, but in all sincerity, bringing a huge shopping centre back into Bradford will just be superb for the population. The optimism in the city at the moment is fantastic. We're riding on a crest of a wave, I guess, and you know, probably started early in January with the football team and ended up at Wembley. And but all signs are now that the business community again is picking up. The investment into the city is coming in, and again, there's a huge amount of optimism around. Which, from my perspective, I've now been here for a decade and seen the highs and lows, and hopefully we're on the way up to a high again. I think from an investment perspective, as the city grows, my company will continue to invest in the hotel. We've continued to invest throughout the recession. We're currently building new bedrooms as we speak. That investment will continue. And again, it's all about delivering a quality of service to people within the business community particularly, but also offering a fantastic venue for social gatherings, weddings, parties, etc., which again is a focal point of our assisting the communities in being what we are, which is the premier hotel in the city centre. But it's all about delivery of consistent quality service. From my experience, the business networks are particularly tight in that they are very close-knit, they're very supportive, exceptionally supportive, and there's a real fire in the belly, if you like, of the business community to make Bradford succeed, because a lot of companies have got a long history in Bradford and have been, I guess some have been tempted away, but a lot have stayed, and their commitment to the locality should be applauded. And hopefully, you know, it's a rising tide raising all ships with the investment that's coming into the city centre.